Hello everyone, welcome to the course on Infant and Toddler Early Development Guidance. I'm your teacher, Lee Wendy. Today, we will explore the inner world full of wonder and imagination of toddlers aged 25-30 months, focusing on their cognitive development and learning support. Toddlers at this stage no longer passively receive information, but are active explorers and thinkers. Let's decipher their cognitive code together. Today's lesson consists of two parts. First, interpreting the characteristics of cognitive development in 25 to 30-month-olds. Second, support strategies for cognitive development in 25 to 30-month-olds. Toddlers aged 25 to 30 months. With their expanding range of activities, their cognitive abilities, such as attention, observation, and perception, are significantly enhanced, specifically manifested as: first, perception transitions from receiving to discriminating. The perception of 25 to 30-month-olds becomes more refined. They can not only distinguish basic colors like red, yellow, blue, but also differentiate between dark blue and light blue. Their sense of touch can keenly perceive the roughness of sand, the smoothness of silk, and the coolness of water. This more refined perception is the solid foundation for all their advanced cognitive activities. Second, attention transitions from involuntary to voluntary. The attention span of 25 to 30-month-olds extends to 8 to 10 minutes. More crucially, its nature changes. Voluntary attention begins to emerge and occupy a more important position. They are able, to a certain extent, to actively and purposefully focus their attention on a target. Third, memory upgrades from recognition to recall. Memory ability increases significantly at this stage. They can not only recognize familiar things in front of them, this is grandma, but can also recall people, objects, and events not present. For example, when you mention "let's go to the park," they might immediately recall the slide. They can also remember simple nursery rhymes, familiar story sequences, even the location of a small toy you hid a day ago. This ability to recall enables them to construct more complex mental representations. Fourth, acquisition of symbolic thought and preliminary reasoning abilities. Understanding the leap in cognitive abilities of 25 to 30-month-olds. Next, we will discuss together how to provide appropriate learning support for toddlers to promote the development of cognitive abilities. First, provide a rich sensory environment for toddlers to further enhance perceptual abilities. Rich sensory stimulation is the nutrient for brain development. We can provide safe sensory materials, such as rice, beans, water, sponges, letting toddlers feel different textures with their hands and feet, gaining different perceptual experiences. We can also take toddlers outdoors more often, guiding them to compare the textures of different leaves, listen to different bird calls, sharpening their perceptual acuity in the real world. Second, design engaging tasks to cultivate toddlers' focus. Protecting and extending the child's naturally occurring voluntary attention can effectively exercise their ability to concentrate. For example, we can provide age-appropriate challenges, such as 4 to 6-piece puzzles, simple stringing bead tasks, matching games, etc. These tasks require concentration to complete. They are excellent ways to exercise voluntary attention. It is worth noting that when a toddler is immersed in building or observing, please restrain our hands and mouths. Do not interrupt easily. Let them experience the complete cycle of thinking. Protect the toddler's moments of focus. Third, exercise memory through daily life and play. We can use recall-style questions, object hiding games, and sequential games to train toddlers' memory in daily life. Fourth, engage deeply in pretend play to stimulate higher-order thinking. Pretend play is the most important mental gymnastics in early childhood. We can play pretend games more with toddlers, enrich the plot during play, and ask questions to guide the toddler's thinking. For example, in a pretend game, ask the toddler, "The little bear is sick, what should we do?" Guide the toddler to recall the experience of visiting a doctor, and reason out the steps to take. Everyone, today's lesson is now drawing to a close. In accompanying toddlers' cognitive growth, we must be enlighteners of toddlers' senses, exercising their perceptual abilities. Be guardians of toddlers' focus, cultivating their voluntary attention. Be guides of toddlers' memory, helping them move from recognition to recall. Be catalysts for toddlers' thinking, stimulating symbolism and reasoning in pretend play. This concludes today's lesson. Next time, we will further explore the emotional social development and learning support for toddlers aged 25 to 30 months.